Howdy, it's me, David Michael Bennett again. I play the spine in the robot band Steam Powered Giraffe. That's the silver robot, the one with the hat and the silver face. Anywho, I'm here to talk about upcoming shows. Not any particular show specifically, just all of them that are coming up, because it's so hard to get folks to know where we're performing next, and we always get messages that are like, "Oh, I didn't know you were here. I would have come." And yeah, that's just the algorithm, and it's very hard to, even though we post our shows all the time, only posts that are engaging get people to look at them. So it's very hard to get those show advertisements numbers, basically. Anyway, first up, the next show that the band has is July 9th in Vancouver, Canada, at the York Theatre. That's the first time that the band is coming to Vancouver. So, if you know someone in the Vancouver area, please let them know that we have a show coming up. The ticket sales aren't doing too well for that one. And most of the time, it seems people aren't really aware that we're performing there. So, please help us. Not that you are able to. We advertise it, but I know there's some laws in Canada that prevent, like they block some of the social media stuff when it's an advertisement. So, yeah, kind of hard to get our Vancouver fans, in the know. With that said, that same week, July 11th, the band does have a show in Seattle, Washington at the Neptune Theater. We've been to Seattle, Washington plenty of times in the past. Last year we were there as well. We did 2 shows in Seattle last year, but we did a bigger venue for Seattle this year, and then we also paired it with Vancouver. So we were hoping to get people who came down to Seattle last year to stay in Vancouver and go to our show, and vice versa. So July 9th, Vancouver, Canada, and July 11th, Seattle, Washington. Should be 2 fun shows. Please come to one or both if you have dual citizenship, if the United States will let you in and whatnot, or if the United States will let you go to Vancouver, I guess? I don't know. Anywho, after that, we have July 25th, that's a Saturday, in Portland, Oregon at the Aladdin Theater. We did the Aladdin Theater last year, and we liked it so much that we're doing it again. If you did the VIP last year, you'll be happy to know that we're moving the VIP from the very small lobby into the theater, so there's way more space and it's less crowded. That was a last-minute call that we just didn't know if we should make last year, so yeah, it was a little cramped for the VIP meet and greet, but we made it work and people seemed to have a good time. But this year, all the VIPs will have a much more space to spread out while we go down the line and get everyone their photos with the band and autographs. Unfortunately, if you wanted to meet the band at the July 25th show in Portland, Oregon at the Aladdin Theater, well, it's sold out. The VIP passes, that is. There are still seats available at the Aladdin Theater, a few hundred actually. It's a big venue. It holds 600 people, so it's big for us. And unfortunately, the VIP meet and greet tickets are sold out. So if you want to meet the band, you can't in Portland, but you can still come to the show. There are tickets still available. And I should mention, obviously, Vancouver is not sold out, and Seattle is also a bigger venue, and it's closer to being sold out, but there's still some tickets there. And I think Seattle still has a few VIP tickets left. Vancouver is sold out on VIP. I'm kind of doing this out of order anyway. Whatever. This isn't an interesting video. I promise I'll try to post more with the band that's not just advertising our shows, but you can imagine we're very swamped with preparing for these shows every year and whatnot, and staying financially afloat with all that and all the logistics. We are working on other things, but this is what we can get out while we're doing all the shows. Then in August, the band is headed to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Jurgles. That's August 5th. That show happens to almost be sold out. So if you're in the Pittsburgh area, you'll definitely want to go look and see if you can grab those last few tickets. I think there's only like 3 or 4 left as of me filming this. So August 5th, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, that's almost sold out. Apologies. Then that same week, August 7th, we are in Buffalo, New York. That's at Electric City. That's a bigger venue, so it's not sold out. So please come to that one. We're kind of trying to hit different parts of these states. We were just in New York earlier this year, in New York, New York. Now we're going farther away to Buffalo. And then August 8th, not too far away from Buffalo, New York, the band performs in Toronto, Canada, at the Isabel Bader Theatre. Now, we performed in Toronto last year. Well, we were kind of in the outskirts of Toronto, but we were in Ontario, near Toronto, and we did 2 shows at the Clockwork Festival out there. But this year, we are doing it slightly a different time during the year, and a bigger venue. So come out August 8th to the Isabel Bader Theatre. See the band in Toronto proper, and not in I guess what we like to call in the States is the boonies. That's where that last venue was. It was like past Guelph, Fergus. Fergus was a smaller town out there, and we did a very lovely venue. And we'd love to come back to that one as well. But we thought we'd give it a shot to do Toronto proper, and tickets aren't selling well for that one, unfortunately. So maybe everyone got their fill of Steam Powered Giraffe in Toronto last year. But we had a lot of people come up to our Toronto show from the States, so perhaps all of them are just going to the Buffalo, New York show. Either way, come to one of those shows, August 5th, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, August 7th, Buffalo, New York, or August 8th, Toronto, Canada. We'd love to see you there. We can't wait to get back to Canada. And also, we've never been to Buffalo, New York as well, or Pittsburgh for that matter. So these are all new for us besides Toronto. Then, later in August, you've got the band showing up to Englewood, Colorado again, August 22nd at the Gothic Theater. We did that venue last year. We loved it so much that we wanted to do it again. We're not pairing it with another show this year. We did another show. Where was that? Not Englewood. It was up. I think it was up north, more from Englewood. I can't remember. Forgive me. There's a lot of shows to remember. That was a very fun venue, though, that we paired with Englewood. But we're only doing the Gothic Theater this year. I think we can afford to do that. We paired it with another show just because it sold out so quick, and the door deal wasn't great. But this year we have a better door deal, and we're selling VIPs off-site, and all that means is that the venue isn't selling VIP meet and greet stuff. So the band gets a little bit more money from that because we're selling it ourselves, which is a normal thing bands do. And we do that with quite a bit of our shows this year. The ones that we rent, most of the time you can just buy the VIP meet and greets with your ticket that's at the venue. It's usually just a type of ticket that you buy that's like closer to the stage. But for most shows this year, you buy a ticket for the venue. It's either, first come, first serve when you show up, or it's reserved seating. And then you buy an add-on VIP meet and greet pass from the band's online store. And then you show that at the end of the show, and that's how you get into that. That means that we don't have to split that VIP stuff with the venue or our booking person, and more money goes to the bands, which means more of our costs can be covered by the VIP and not just paying someone else outside of the band. So I hope that's understandable, and sorry if it's confusing. But we've been doing pretty well this year with those VIP sales. We've sold out so many shows this year, the majority of them. So thank you fans for coming and seeing us. So after the Colorado show, we have a little bit of a break. September 30th, though, the band is headed back to the East Coast to do another show in Boston, Massachusetts at City Winery. We had a lot of fun there earlier this year in May, and it sold so well that the venue wanted to put us up with another show later in the year. We couldn't do it that weekend because we had the New York show, as well as Washington, D.C., and all those shows sold out, but Boston sold out so quick that we decided to put up another Boston show at the same venue, City Winery, for September 30th. And while we're in the area, we're going to hit some other places that we kind of missed on our travels that weekend. We're going to be in Hartford, Connecticut, October 1st at the Webster. And then October 3rd, we're going to be in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at another City Winery. So City Winery has been treating us good this year. Nice little franchise. The audience is like right next to our feet, so apologies if we kick you in the face when we're doing our robot stuff. I'm joking, but it's a very intimate theater. It's still big, like, you can fit quite a bit of people in there. Not theater, it's a venue, but you can eat at them, and that's kind of a new thing. So come early and eat food, be full, and then sit through a show. We had a lot of fun at all the city wineries this year. But I did want to mention that Boston, Massachusetts, September 30th is almost sold out. Like less than like 5 tickets left as of the recording of this. So that warms our hearts. That I don't know why Boston is selling out all the shows this year, but they did, along with a lot of the East Coast. Probably because we haven't been to the East Coast in 10 years or so. And Hartford, Connecticut, that one's a bigger venue. I don't think we'll sell that one out. So there's plenty of tickets for there. And hey, if you're in any of those areas, just go to the next one that's not sold out. And you can, we're making the drive. You can too, right? No, I don't know. And then also Philly is also almost sold out. I think that one has like 12 tickets left. So Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, at City Winery, October 3rd is also almost sold out. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see our next advertisement post where we list all the shows in like one image, where you see some more sold out stuff on some of those ones later in the year. Okay, so after that second visit to the East Coast this year, at the end of October, we have the band's first performance, October 23rd. Let me try that again. I don't know, I'm not going to cut this out. I could edit this because I'm already editing it to put like a graphic in, but I'm not editing this part out. This is a YouTube video. You want to watch it longer than 3 minutes, right? It's better. It's more content. Although I'm not in makeup and there's no other band members here, it doesn't matter. There's a calendar with a frog on it. It's got like, well, you can zoom in. It's a weird frog. He's got like little sacks under his chin or something. We're talking about shows. October 23rd, San Francisco, California. The first time the band has performed in San Francisco, California, except for that time that Bunny and I went on San Francisco Oddities, that television show, and pretended that we wanted this really ugly thing that the people found for us for our show. some folk art robot thing. I don't know. You have to watch the episode. That was so years ago. That was my first time coming to San Francisco, and now we finally get to come back. I don't know, a decade plus later, to actually perform a show there. California's big, so you'll have to forgive us for not hitting all the states in California. We were in Sacramento last year. Very hard to find a good venue there. We weren't super thrilled. We don't say this too often. We weren't super thrilled with the venue in Sacramento last year. A little small. The ceilings were low. The sound wasn't very good. And that, out of all our venues we played last year, that was the only one that we really had like, ooh, this wasn't great for the audience, right? Or for the band. But hey, sometimes that just happens. But most of the time we've lucked out, and all these venues have been fantastic. Not only with staff, but also how they sound, and just all that, the comfort, right? So yeah, we're going a little bit farther out to head to San Francisco this time, hit a slightly different market, but we'd love to come back to Sacramento, of course. But hopefully San Francisco is just as close, and hopefully reels in some more folks. October 23rd at the Herbst Theater. That's a bigger venue, so I don't expect the band to sell that one out. But it would be great if y'all came out and supported us at the end of October. We're not advertising it as a Halloween show. I know that seems weird, but I don't. But it's not. We did one last year in Vegas, and it was one of our lowest attended shows. Not because it was a Halloween one, but because it's. As we've noticed, Vegas is very hard to get people to come to. Same with our local shows here in San Diego, unfortunately. But everywhere else we do pretty good, except for Vancouver. And yeah, we're hopeful that we're just, not saying it's a Halloween show will maybe help. I don't know. That doesn't mean that we won't play a Halloween-y song, but don't expect it to be Skeleton Hoedown. We're not doing one of those this year. So if you want to see a Skeleton Hoedown, we filmed one at the end of 2024. Go watch that. We have a video of it and all that. And then, last but not least, the last show we're doing this year is November 21st in our hometown of San Diego, California. Well, half an hour away from San Diego in Escondido, California, at the Center Theater, at the California Center for the Performing Arts, Escondido. I think that's the full title. And they have 2 theaters there, and we always do the Center Theater. That's about a 400-seat theater. We haven't sold it out since I guess early 2024, but it's a very nice venue. Please come to it. It is a show that we will have an opener, and we don't normally do openers because with door deals and renting venues, we just can't do a 2-hour show and then add on another hour or so with another band. So we've only had openers a few times when we're at like festivals or conventions, and we haven't done any of those kind of sorts of things besides the UK last year. So this is kind of just something we can do since we're in our hometown. We've invited Frenchie and the Punk, a very lovely musical duo that we've known for a number of years. The nicest folks you'll ever meet. They're going to do a show with us November 21st, Escondido, California. They'll open for us, get you all an hour with them, and then 2 hours with the Robots. It'll be a fun evening full of very talented folk and Steam Powered Giraffe. I'm just kidding you. We have lots of talented people on stage. Just not the Robots. I'm just kidding. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. We sold out so many shows this year already. We sold out Washington, D.C., New York, Boston, Massachusetts, Pontiac, Michigan, Chicago, Illinois, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and then there looks to be a few more that will sell out too. We'd love to sell out all of our shows, but you know, we're susceptible to the same stuff that all the bands are these days. We are just so lucky that we're able to sell out some shows and make enough to break even and whatnot. We constantly hear it from our contemporaries and stuff that they're struggling. And of course you see the bigger artists having to cancel shows, and we haven't had to cancel any shows because they're all selling fairly decently. But we're small enough that, you know, once that starts happening, we won't be able to continue to do it. Smaller venues would mean we'd have to pare down the act a bit, you know, and less people on stage. We don't want to do that. We like our full band of 6 people on stage. You know, 3 robots, 6 people, 7. I guess it's 5 people on stage, and then the Walter Workers, 6, 7 come on and off every once in a while, and then Gabby Gonzalez also comes on once in a while for a few. So we have quite a lot of people, and of course we travel with our sound guy. So we don't want to do that, but that's kind of our plans for the future. If something happens, we want to keep playing live, but you know, if somehow finances just aren't working out and we can't book shows because the tickets aren't doing it, we might have to do smaller venues, and then that means smaller band, and we could probably figure it out. We're pretty adaptable. I think our fans would be understanding. But right now, this is the best the band's ever sounded, I think. Despite, you know, if your favorite robot isn't with the band anymore. It sounds so good with our talented backing musicians, Lacey Johnson and Astrid Aurelia on drums. And yeah, the Robots, we're singing them old songs, we're singing them new songs. There's something for everyone. We're singing all the hits for the most part. Honeybee Brass Goggles. Our set list is roughly the same this year, but we've been switching out a few to kind of, you know, based on response, like, we're doing the, because it's so hard when you want to play some quote unquote B-sides, and B-sides for us are basically just every song that's not Honeybee or Brass Goggles. No, I'm just kidding. But you know, it's kind of like you don't perform a song that people like, and then you kind of hear about it when people are like, oh, you guys got this song? I wish we got that one. And then it's kind of like, well, you know, I guess we shouldn't play that one then. No one really cares about. But that's kind of the fun of being a band, right? Is maybe our live show version of something is more popular than, you know, Suspender Man's a good example of that. It's not one that's done numbers on Spotify or YouTube mostly, but when we play it live, it brings down the house usually because it's just a fun song. So that's just part of being a band, I guess. Anyways, super happy that we're still able to do all this so many years after the pandemic, as well as just, you know, we've been doing this for 18 years, so that's nothing to shake a stick at, if that's still a saying that people use. Probably not. I don't know. Okay, I guess that's it. I could just record a bunch of videos that are like, come to this show, come to that show. But basically we need people at all these shows, and then we'll keep doing stuff. We'll have some new music too. We keep saying that in these videos, but that's just kind of like an extra, you know, bonus on learning about all these shows is, oh yeah, we're also working on new music. But forgive us if we're so busy with the live shows right now. Obviously we want to put out more stuff. Okay, take care and hope to see you at one of these many, many shows.